Since the dawn of humanity, we have gathered around fires to ward off the dark. But it wasn't just the cold we were hiding from. It was what lived out there, in the shadows, across every continent. Buried deep in the soil of every culture lie stories of beasts, nightmares made flesh. These are not merely bedtime stories. They are the physical manifestations of our deepest fears. The unforgiving ocean, the blinding snow, the creeping darkness of the woods, and the unknown depths of our own nature. Today we journey across the globe to unearth 10 of the most legendary monsters in human history. We will look into their origins, explore their lore, and perhaps discover why they continue to haunt our collective imagination. Let us begin where the land ends and the true abyss begins. Number 1. The Kraken of Scandinavia. Off the icy, treacherous coasts of Norway and Greenland, sailors have long whispered of a doom that comes from beneath. This is the domain of the Kraken. Originating in Old Norse sagas and Scandinavian folklore, the Kraken was described not merely as an animal, but as a force of nature. It was said to be a colossal cephalopod, a terrifying hybrid of octopus and squid, so massive that its resting body could be mistaken for an island. The lore warns that to sail too close to the Kraken was to invite certain death. It did not hunt for sport, it hunted for sustenance. With a sudden churning of the sea, massive suction cup tentacles would rise from the depths, wrapping around the masts and hulls of galleons, dragging screaming sailors and shattered timber down into the freezing black. And even if a ship managed to evade its grasp, the creature's rapid descent back into the abyss would create a whirlpool so powerful it would swallow the vessel whole. The Kraken is the ultimate embodiment of our helplessness against the vast, unforgiving ocean. Number 2. The Loch Ness Monster of Scotland. From the violent seas of the north, we travel to the quiet, misty highlands of Scotland. Here, beneath the surface of a deep, dark, and murky freshwater lake, swims a creature affectionately, and perhaps fearfully, known as Nessie. The Loch Ness Monster is one of the most famous cryptids in the world. While the modern craze began in the 1930s with infamous black and white photographs of a long-necked silhouette, the lore actually stretches back far further. The earliest recorded sighting dates to the 6th century, when the Irish monk Saint Columba reportedly commanded a water beast to retreat into the river Ness. Described by witnesses as a remnant of a forgotten age, resembling a prehistoric plesiosaur with a long neck, small head, and humped back, Nessie represents the alluring mystery of the world's unexplored waters. Whether she is a solitary survivor of the dinosaur age, a trick of the light, or a brilliant hoax, the Loch Ness Monster remains the undisputed queen of modern myth. Number 3. The Yeti of Tibet and Nepal. High above the world, where the air is thin and the cold bites through to the bone, lies the Himalayan mountain range. And in these isolated, treacherous peaks, the Yeti roams. Known in Western culture as the abominable snowman, the Yeti is deeply rooted in the folklore of Tibet and Nepal. To the Sherpa people, it is not a monster to be hunted, but a sacred, powerful entity, a guardian of the mountains. Lore describes it as a massive, bipedal, ape-like creature, standing taller than any man, covered in thick shaggy hair that ranges from stark white to dark reddish brown. It communicates through piercing whistles and low growls, leaving behind enormous humanoid footprints in the fresh powder. The Yeti embodies the sheer, untamed power of the wilderness. It is a reminder that in the harshest environments on Earth, humanity is not the master. We are merely guests, and we are being watched. Number 4. The Chupacabra of the Americas. Not all legends are ancient. Some are born in the modern age, forged in the rural farmlands and spreading like wildfire through word of mouth. Enter the Chupacabra. Translating literally to goatsucker in Spanish, the terror of the Chupacabra began in Puerto Rico in the mid-1990s. Farmers woke up to find their livestock, goats, chickens, and sheep, dead, completely drained of blood through precise puncture wounds in the neck. The legend quickly spread across the Americas, from Mexico to the southern United States. Descriptions of the beast are the stuff of sci-fi nightmares. A bipedal creature, roughly the size of a small bear, featuring reptilian skin, alien-like black eyes, and a row of sharp, terrifying quills running down its spine. Unlike ancient gods of the sea or mountain spirits, the Chupacabra is an urban legend of the dirt and the dust, a phantom predator that strikes in the dead of night, leaving only bloodless husks behind. Number 5. The Minotaur of Greece. We turn back the clock now to antiquity, to the sun-drenched islands of ancient Greece, where the gods played cruel games with mortal lives. Born of a curse laid upon King Minos of Crete by Poseidon, the Minotaur was a tragic, horrifying abomination, a creature with the powerful, muscular body of a man and the furious, horned head of a bull. Ashamed of the beast, King Minos ordered the brilliant architect Daedalus to construct the labyrinth, an underground maze of dizzying complexity, designed so that no one who entered could ever find their way out. There, the Minotaur was imprisoned in the dark, feeding on the flesh of young Athenian tributes sent as sacrifices. The creature's terrifying reign only ended when the hero Theseus, guided by a simple thread, navigated the maze and struck the beast down. The Minotaur remains a potent symbol of mankind's primal, animalistic rage, locked away in the dark corridors of the mind. Number 6. The Wendigo of North America. In the dense frozen forests of North America, the Algonquian-speaking First Nations passed down stories of a monster born not of magic, but of desperation. The Wendigo is the spirit of the bitter winter, of famine, and of the ultimate taboo, cannibalism. According to lore, when a human is driven by starvation to consume the flesh of another, they are cursed, transforming into a Wendigo. It is described as a giant, emaciated humanoid with ash-gray skin pulled tight over protruding bones. Its eyes are pushed deep into their sockets, and it possesses a heart made of solid ice. But the true horror of the Wendigo is its unending hunger. No matter how much it eats, it grows in proportion to its meal, ensuring it is perpetually starved, forever hunting the snowy woods. It is a chilling cautionary tale, warning of the monstrous things humans can become when pushed beyond the brink of survival. Number 7. The Kappa of Japan. Across the Pacific, in the rivers and lakes of Japan, dwells a spirit that blurs the line between mischievous trickster and deadly predator. This is the Kappa, a famous yokai or supernatural entity. The Kappa is roughly the size and shape of a human child, but the similarities end there. It possesses scaly reptilian skin, webbed hands and feet, a turtle-like shell on its back, and a sharp beak. But its most defining feature is the shallow, bowl-like depression on the top of its head, which holds water from its home river. This water is the source of the Kappa's immense strength. If it spills, the creature is paralyzed. Folklore dictates that the Kappa can be polite. If you bow deeply to one, it will instinctively bow back, spilling its water and defeating itself. But make no mistake, an angered or hungry Kappa is known to drag livestock and even children into the watery depths. Number 8. The Mothman of the United States. In the winter of 1966, the small, quiet town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, was forever changed. A shadow fell over the region, a shadow with glowing red eyes. Over the course of a year, dozens of terrified witnesses reported seeing the same impossible thing. A towering, grayish creature shaped like a man, but lacking a distinct head. Instead, two massive, luminescent red eyes glowed near its shoulders, and giant, bat-like wings folded against its back. The Mothman did not attack, but its presence brought an atmosphere of sheer terror. It would chase cars down dark country roads, easily keeping pace at high speeds. The sightings culminated in December 1967, with the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge, claiming 46 lives. After the disaster, the Mothman vanished. To this day, lore dictates that the Mothman is not a hunter, but a harbinger, an omen of impending catastrophe, arriving only when doom is near. Number 9. The Leviathan of the Middle East. There are monsters of the land, monsters of the rivers, and then there is the monster of the abyss. From the pages of the Hebrew Bible in ancient Middle Eastern mythology rises the Leviathan. The Leviathan is not merely a creature, it is chaos incarnate. Described in the book of Job as a sea serpent of unimaginable scale, it is a beast so powerful that no mortal weapons can pierce its armored scales. Its breath sets coals ablaze and flames dart from its mouth. When it rises, the waves boil, and even the mighty tremble. In ancient mythos, the Leviathan represented the untamed, destructive forces of nature that existed before the world was ordered. It is the apex predator of the cosmos, the undisputed master of the darkest, deepest waters. The legend of the Leviathan reminds us that beneath the fragile surface of our ordered world, primal chaos still slumbers. Number 10. The Basilisk of Europe. For our final legend, we venture into the dark caves and scorched deserts of medieval Europe to confront the king of serpents. You must not look at it. You must not even let it catch your eye. It is the basilisk, mentioned in the writings of Pliny the Elder and feared throughout the Middle Ages. The basilisk is a small reptile, often depicted wearing a crown-like crest upon its head, but its size belies its catastrophic power. The basilisk is a creature of absolute toxicity. Its venom is so potent that it leaves a trail of dead vegetation and shattered stone wherever it slithers. A bird flying above it would drop dead from its mere stench. But its most terrifying weapon is its gaze. To look directly into the eyes of a basilisk is to invite instant, petrifying death. It is the ultimate manifestation of invisible, unavoidable mortality, a threat that can kill you before you even know it's there. From the crushing depths of the ocean to the frozen peaks of the world, from ancient labyrinths to modern highways, these 10 monsters have shadowed humanity's steps. Perhaps they are just stories, tall tales spun to keep children near the fire and sailors near the shore. Or perhaps they are the names we give to the dark corners of the world, reminding us that there is still much we do not know. Whatever they are, keep your eyes open and mind the shadows. The legends never sleep. Like, comment, and subscribe for more monster lore and uncover the next creature lurking in the shadows.